everyone. Hello, hello. The ads are going to start in about 20 seconds, so we are going to wait for those to finish, and then we're going to get into Hytale. In the meantime, I'm going to open up Hytale. Since we just finished all of the decorating of where I'm going to put all my little animals, time to actually put the little animals there. I decided to keep my Sluzzy mode activated because Nauticons ended up redeeming this like a half an hour before stream ended. So I'm like, I'll keep that on next stream too. Plus it's thematic, right? It fits what we're doing. Swapping my drinks around so they're easier to reach my water. Looks like, am I completely gone everywhere? What is happening? Am I back? Okay, it looks like I'm back. That was strange. Sorry about that, guys. Looks like OBS had some connection issues. I didn't get disconnected on YouTube, is what you were saying, Magpie? Or I did? Okay, it looks like Twitch is gonna have to do the ads again because the stream disconnected partway through. So we're gonna wait for those to finish. They're gonna start in like 45 seconds, and then we will Hytale. As my meds have been working pretty well, which is good. Which is nice. Gotten some, I'm still live on YouTube. That's good. I'm glad it didn't disconnect over there, because that means that my VOD isn't gonna be weird. So yes, we are gonna be doing animal taming. Yay! Much excite. Ooh, don't mind me cracking my neck. Alright, so ads are about to start on Twitch. Once those are done, we will get into the Hytale. Woo. I wonder if the Discord... No, it looks like Discord didn't register me going online twice. That's good. The announcements channel isn't getting spammed. I don't know why OBS has been having issues connecting with Twitch. I'll have to check if my OBS is up to date. Because I know that my Stream Elements is up to date because that pinged me to update it, but I'm not actually sure if my OBS is up to date. Yeah, so to answer your question, Magpie, I'm doing good. Yeah, as I was mentioning, let's see, my meds are going good. They've been working well so far. I got some work done. I was farming Infinity Nikki earlier. Yeah, so yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else I was got going on. My flowers are blooming in my yard, which is very exciting. I got a fluffy bunny at a store today. So that was nice. It's like a little chonker bunny. It's very cute. I should take some pictures of my flowers and share them with you guys, because I'm very excited about them. They're blooming. My narcissus are all like full bloom now, which is great. And yeah, yeah, it turns out that like 3 out of the 4 banners in the current Infinity Nikki season are like super my vibe. So, because like I really like the outfit of the moon face change one, so I have that one pulled. Alright, I'll remember to send the flower pics, Magpie. And then the second one, the outfit I'm kind of whatever on, but it turns you into a deer woman, so I guess I have to pull that too. And then one of the 2 4-star outfits is like really nice and seems like it would be perfect for my Mystic Flower Cookie cosplay, so I might try to see if I can pull that one too. But I have finished the moon one, and now I'm trying to pull the deer woman outfit. I did make a really cool outfit with the moon woman pieces, though. I discovered that one of the other outfits I have, the secondary outfit, the 4-star from the moon woman outfit, the sleeves of that get removed if you put on, like, the off-the-shoulder cloak thing that the moon woman outfit has, and it looks really nice, so I made an outfit with that that's all purple themed. It's pretty. Alright, ads are going to be ending in about a minute. Has anyone else been doing anything interesting? Anything cool going on your guys' end? For me, it's tax season, so that means I have to work on getting everyone's books up to date and also keep their regular bookkeeping done on time, which is fun. Got your bus pass today. That's cool. Congrats on your bus pass. And yes, there's like a game, like a tchotchke game shop in town, so I swung by there and they had this like chonky little rabbit, soft fluffy rabbit thing, so I bought a rabbit plushie. It's cute. It's actually sitting in my lap right now and I'm playing with like the ears and stuff. Alright, ad break is gonna end shortly, so we are gonna slide over here. I keep forgetting to turn that off. Ta-da! Alright, here we are, everyone! It's Hytale time! Let's go! Woo! Alright. This is nice, this is nice. So now I need to make some buckets because I want to fill this up with water. So up we go. We are going to go over, yeah, I'll send a picture of the bun plush in the Discord. I need to remember to send pictures of that stuff. I keep forgetting. I'll be like, oh, this is cute, and then I just pet it all day. I should also send you guys a picture of the squashmallow I just got. It's a purple sorry, I just like went dead silent and just stared very intently at these little guys. Wild piglet. Hello. You want eggplant? I don't actually remember if I have one of you, so just in case, maybe I'll have 2. That's fine. 2 piglet. An anglerfish, a purple anglerfish. Sorry, I got distracted by the piglet. Okay. Quick stack. Sort. Wow, that's a lot of cobblestone. Stack sort. Do. Actually, is this the... Yeah, that is the one that nettle would go in. My seaweeds. Dirt. Welcome in! Thank you as always for sharing bits with people. That's so sweet. And also, thank you as always for putting me as one of the people that gets auto shouted out in your Discord when I go live. Fixing to get started as well, so here to say hi. All right, perfect. Well, you enjoy your stream as well, Seagoat. I'm excited to see your progress at the end. So yeah, thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi to me before you started stream. Ah, you gotta go run to do some stuff. Okay, well, I hope all of your preparations go nice and smoothly. And yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. You wrote a lot of lore. Ooh, that's exciting. Why is this not breaking down? There we go. I'm like, break. That's very exciting. I can't wait to hear about that. Starhop is no longer a streamer. Perfect. Let's see. No, just straight up an alien. Nice. I remember you mentioning that you were thinking about making her be an alien, so it sounds like you finalized what you wanted to do. Bucket. Maybe I should make several buckets. Nice. Enjoy your lurk. If you are here listening, I hope that it is a nice backdrop. And if you are not, thank you so much for lurking. I really appreciate your support. I hope you have a lovely stream and your prep goes great, and I'm really excited to see more of the game. Okay, one of these things makes chests. I have forgotten which one. Which one of you makes chests? Wood? No, that's blocks. There it is. Okay. This is gonna be our overflow chest. Just for... we have 80 million of things. All right. I need Essence of Life. Okay. Do I just get Essence of Life from harvesting things? What is that? Why? What? How do I how do place water help? That is so weird. Okay, so... that didn't fix the water. Okay, in which case, we are gonna... whoop. Did that fix the water? It did. Okay, because that would bother the hell out of me if I could not fix that. And probably gonna make a little tutorial video about that because, yeah, that's... no thanks. We do not want our water like that. Please and thank you. Alright, here we go. Whoop. Punch the crab! Will you give me life Will you give me life essence if I kill you? Mushroom? That's not edible. Okay. I'm gonna put it back, actually. Go back, mushroom. I can't eat this fish, though. This raw fish. Slurp. Doop a doop boop 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 a doop boop boop. Inside we go. Hold on, wait, no. It is this way. Doop a doop boop. Alright. Okay. We're gonna swim up. We're gonna get some water from the river over here, and then I will replace the water afterwards. Okay. So it doesn't seem to actually replace the block, it just adjusts the visuals. Okay. Up we go. I wonder if there's a way to get infinite water in this game, or if it's just, nope, no infinite water. I'm figuring this out. Okay, so now we need one here. And then we go that. And then one here. Perfect. That'll fix the river. All right. Water. Excuse me, I have to get a bunch of water. I'm curious. Okay, that's just water. Like, it's all just water. All right. It's probably based on where you put it then. I'm gonna do this in the ocean, I think, because there's so much water in, or this bay, because there's so much water in this bay. Screw you, spider! How whack! I whiffed that shot completely. Well, I'm not sure what happened there, but somehow I managed to get water from like a lower block, I guess. Water physics are weird. All right. Cool, cool. I'm gonna get a little more water, I think. Water. And then I'm gonna place my animals. I also need to make a farming area, I suppose. So I'll have to decide what I'm gonna do for that. Maybe I'll do it on the other side. Oh, I should make a door so all of my guys don't, like, run away. What? A door? Oh, do we not have any doors? maybe I stashed it in my house. Alright. Doop-a-doop-boop. I wonder what physics they're using for the water that makes that happen. Let's go. No, wait. Yeah, it's just mud. Can we watch it turn into mud? Or is it going to stay as dirt now that I've picked it up? Well, I guess we'll see later. Maybe I have to hit it with a watering can? Oop. Bucket. Okay, there's no door in there. Whoops. There's no door in there. Okay. What? How did that happen? There we go. Nice. Okay. And then I guess I need, like, seeds for this, unless I'm turning that into a garden. We're gonna go get some doors. So I can make sure my animals don't escape into the mines. Okay. Let's see. Get some cool looking materials. Okay. Door. Whatever. That don't have a door. Neither does that. Okay, that has a door. That is a little too fancy. That could be cool. Oh, no, wait. Is that the huge one that I already have? No door. I don't need the crude door. The sand-swept door is definitely a maybe. Lumberjack door. A raid! WestlowFindings! Thank you so much for the raid! Let me shout you out. Ah, I've got caps lock on. WestlowFindings. Bat raid! Welcome in, welcome in! Welcome in! Looks like you are also another VTuber. Give you a little follow. Have to check out your stream later. How do I close all this stuff that I have open? Oop, there we go. Thank you so much for stopping by and trusting me with your community. What were you guys doing over there? I like your little bat raid. That's cute. I am currently trying to figure out which door I want to use for my ranch. You are a Bat VTuber. You're playing some Forsaken Frontiers, then Dead by Daylight. Fun, fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, if y'all need to raid and run to take care of yourself, go do that, obviously. But yeah, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I am Rena the Slime. As you can see, I am just a little slime here. Hello, hello. I am currently in my sluzzy mode, which is my ears and tail. This is what I am normally. I'm glad y'all had a good time. Yes, thank you all for stopping by. I tend to play a lot of cozy games. I also like crafting and stuff like that. Currently I am playing Hytale. I am doing the Taming update, which I am very excited for. Putting all my stuff away in the background. But yes, I have gotten, you're like, I think my third raid, so I still have no idea what to say. So I'm doing my best. But yeah, that's cool that you guys had a lot of fun. I have not played either of those two games. But yeah, I hope they were very enjoyable. Ever. Or, what is the ever or today question? Oh, ever. You are my third raid ever that I have ever gotten. Yee. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna put all my buckets in here since I made a bazillion of them. But yes, I'm very excited. Thank you so much. Yeah, I hope everyone has fun. Let me go show you what I've been making. They released the Taming update, which I am very excited before because I do love me some cute critters and ranchin'. So I was making a space in my stolen house. Good to go scream Dreamtail. They should raid you more. Oh, thank you so much. I would really appreciate that. Everyone that I've met in the VTubing community so far has been so sweet. Y'all are great. Thank you. I'll definitely have to come check out your stream next time you're online. That'll be fun. This is my house. I stole this from an NPC. I found this, I filled it with this moss, this glowing moss. I went down here and this was just blocked off, and I opened it, and then the guy inside punched me, so I stole his house. I have done a little bit of decorating myself, but most of it is still as I found it. I just added a couple of like books, or I added the flowers here. So yes, this is my house. My bedroom is over here. And then the part that I have been working on. So if you go back here, there is a hidden room, and I have expanded on the hidden room. I added this giant overgrown door. And as you can see, I have created a little cave. I'm gonna put my critters in here. I just had to get a door first. Hold on, can I make that a different direction? Wait, that's wood. There we go. Perfect. Does your VTubing group have a theme, or are y'all just friends? I am curious, because I've heard about VTubing groups. Obviously. Animal VTubers. Oh, that's fun. Yes, I forgot to mention, I am a shape-shifting slime. Hello, yes. That is why I can make ears and tail. You host events for all streamers. Ooh, that sounds super fun. Ooh, looks like it's getting foggy. Look at that. That's cool. Hi, hello. Do you know who I am? Kakaka. Let's see. Plum Tree Sprite. Honestly, like, that sounds like something I should recognize, but my brain is not being my friend. I found you through Seagoat after VJam. Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you for stopping by and checking me out. I had a ton of fun doing the voice acting for Seagoat's game jam. So, that was a lot of fun. But yeah, thank you for deciding to come and hang out in my stream. Oh, thank you so much. Everyone has been complimenting me so much on my voice acting in that. Y'all are so nice. I accidentally broke into this wall over here, but I kind of like it, so I'm leaving that. Though, I should probably close that off, otherwise the baby animals will get away. Maybe I will do that. Boop. There. Then the baby animals will not be able to escape. Alright, everyone. Release the animals! We have done it. Look at them. They're so cute. They want eggplants. You also want an eggplant? And you want a carrot. Okay. I'm gonna watch them for a little bit to make sure they can't, like, jump out. Not chatting. You're gonna cry. Oh, you've had so much coffee. Yeah, like, if you end up falling asleep during the stream, like, don't worry about it. I'm glad that my voice soothed you to sleep if you needed it. And Plum Tree oh, no, you're Robert Sprite, right? Plum Tree Sprite? It just clicked in my head. I've been playing Infinity Nikki a lot earlier, so my brain was a little fried. Plum Tree Sprite is also a cute name if you were, in fact, Robert Sprite. Okay, it looks like they're all gonna stay in here. So I'm gonna go and see if I can make, like, some glass or something so that I can put, like, a window over there. And yeah, no worries, anyone, if you just want to lurk, if you don't want to chat, if you want to chat a bunch, any of that is totally fine. I love chatting with everyone, and it makes me happy knowing that y'all just want to be here and hang out with me. So yeah, whatever it is that you want to do. I also do have fun little voice redeems in my Twitch redeems, as well as some costume things. I am going to be working on another costume that is similar to my fox ears and tail here, where I'm going to be like a biblically accurate slime, where I'll have like slime wings with little heart core eyeballs. So that'll be fun. No, it's 3 extra long espresso coffee. Oof. Why? Why did you have 3 of them back to back, Magpie? What were you doing that required that much energy? No, that's weapons. Let's see. How? Can I make glass windows? Plate. That's Halloween stuff. Let's see. Sand. Okay, so I can't put sand in there. Oh. Cool, cool. This is where you can make the different types of dirt. Ooh, that's fun. Okay, okay. Using soil and plant fiber. All right, that's really cool. So I can pick which one I want in my cute little guy area. All right, I'll have to decide that later. But that's good to know. Oh, okay. It's a little long. Okay, you can turn... When this levels up, you can turn crops into essence. Okay, that's cool. Oh. This needs to be leveled up. Lettuce. Okay. Fill with water. Watered crops grow faster. Shear sheep. Feed bag. Can be used to lure tamed animals. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Ooh, a hive. Does that mean I can get honey? If I put sand in the furnace, can that do anything? That's a window. Okay, how? How to make... Okay, this can't make a window. Neither can that. Neither can that. So it looks like I might need wood. Get some different types of wood. Okay. Crunchy window. Crude window. Simple wooden window. So that seems like the best bet so far. Ooh. That's kind of cute. So maybe that one. Okay. Maybe I'll try this. But just in case, I'll also make those. Okay, now time to put all this wood back. Mud. I'm gonna craft some of that so I can make my farming area. Hey, buddy. Hey. The swamp thing! Kill it! Wah! These guys drop leather. Or at least they did at one point. Yeah, there it is. They drop hide. Don't mind me being very damaged. Oh yeah, I also put all this lavender and this little kelp up here where my house is so I wouldn't lose where it is. And then I filled the cave with glowing moss. This used to just be solid wood. This stuff I stole from the Quebec houses. Except the door, obviously. I stole that as well. Then I put that book there and that potion. And I changed the blocks and made this much prettier with all the flowers in it. I also added these books and that green fire thing. And I put all of the like the coral and stuff. That was already there, but everything else I placed. Okay. What? Spider? Get out of my area. What the heck? Don't mind that. Nothing happened, guys. Everything's fine. I need my windows. I did not just die from poison damage. Ah! Get back here! What? Let me in! Where's my jackalope? Get back here! Okay. Take 2. This time without all of my animals breaking loose and running for the hills. Whoops, I need the axe for this. This is made of wood. No. Cute. Yeah, that's nice. Is it possible to turn these around so that the... No. Okay. That's fine. That's nice. Now... There. Excuse me, could you get out of here? They're trying to escape. It's like, no. Okay, I'm gonna make a little farm on the opposite side. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm gonna do one more, because the plan I should... Are you sticking your little head through the thing? Okay, so... We're gonna put those back. Okay, that's how far over I need to go for us to not see that. All right. And then we're gonna go to over here. And where am I on the... I am directly under the river, okay. So if I try to break a hole in the ceiling for light, the river is just gonna fall in here. Which could be cute if I, like, do it back here. And then kinda, make, like, a little river area. Because the farm is gonna be... that. So this needs to go out one anyway. Apparently I didn't make it far enough somehow. You know what could be cute? If this is directly under the river, I could dig straight up and then the water would fall through. And then I would have like pillars of water. Whoops. Okay. So let's test that. I'm just gonna gather this. And then I'll put all the stone back. I love how breaking one of those will give you, like, the cobblestone, so you can actually put the cobblestone back, if you want to. We're going up, 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 it's our moment. Okay. Because I don't want to mess up the water going down, so I don't want to be I don't want to have the rock in the way, just in case. So... I don't want to mess this up by doing this. Does exactly that. What is happening right now? Guys, I flooded the place. Okay, take 2. Y'all, the river's too strong. Okay, no, there we go. I got it right this time. I'm hitting the wrong button. Down we go. Whoops. This is fun. Okay. The audacity of swinging a pickaxe straight down while holding your breath. Yeah? I definitely need to make the ceiling taller, I think. I could swing my pickaxe while going up and holding my breath. I'm thinking I might break all the stone up until the dirt level, so the ceiling is just like dirt. But Torek, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah, because that makes so much more sense, right? At least this way, I'm at the bottom of the river. Excuse me while I eat this raw meat. Nothing gives you a healthy appetite like drowning. Exactly. That's so cool. That turned out way better than I thought it would. I'm glad it actually worked out. Don't mind the part where I accidentally flooded the entire cavern. Okay, I actually have a really cool idea that I want to go and get the materials for. So my idea is I'm gonna put the blue grass, like is in the riverbed, at the bottom of that hole. So it'll look like a line of it just fell through, and then the entire floor is just gonna be mud. So it's gonna kind of look like the ground just like fell down, leaving this like cavern. I think that would be cool. I will also eat something so we can get rid of this beeping. There you go. Okay, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a 5 by 12, and I already have 20. So I'm gonna need another 20, and then let's just do that again. That should do it. And then I need not the blue moss. I need, I think, this wet grass. Now let's do blue moss. So I want 10 of those. All right. Oh, I do think I'm gonna want some of this for the animal area, but me, let's do some taming. Also me proceeds to do 0 taming. Oh, I have to grow plants in order to feed the animals in order to tame them. Which means I have to have a place to do it. You can't just put that anywhere, right? Threw me off for a second. Where did that mud block go? Water, what did you do with that mud block? Oh. Interesting. Oh, it turned into dirt. Duh. Don't mind me, just forgetting how these blocks work. Nice little accidental spelunking patches, right? I was actually considering maybe leaving that one with a hole in it, but we'll see. Okay, so we're gonna drop all of this cobble in here. And then we're gonna go and get those 2 pieces of mud that we need. Okay. I love all of these little blue lights that are spawning up here. All right, dirt. Wait, I need 3. Ah! We're just gonna ignore the giant eyeball. Whoop. What's that weird shaped thing over there? Okay. Hello, I would like mud. Yes, thank you. Ah, whoop. Whoa! I did it, y'all. Close the door behind me, because Wait! One of these pieces of dirt / mud belongs out here. I got so distracted by getting jumped. I forgot to put it down. I was trying to remember where it went. I'm like, was it here? Or here? Or here? Or here? Okay. So now we're gonna go back to punching this until we get to dirt. Gotta finish the vision. No, hold on. Why did my Twitch chat decide not to scroll? 10 stream streak? That's crazy. I'm sorry I didn't see your initial message, Torek. For some reason, my Twitch chat decided to get, like, stuck at the top. Yeah, and yes, I am. I was making an underground garden, and I accidentally made it underwater, but I fixed it. Thank you so much for being here for 10 whole of my streams, Torek. That's awesome. I am glad that you enjoy my company. This is as high as I'm going to be able to go while standing on the ground. But that's what the waterfall thing is going to be useful for. That would explain why I didn't see the ads happen. My bad on not pausing for the ads. I did not realize they were happening because my Twitch chat decided to be weird. I'm curious. You open the door and it's just water. That's funny. Bacon flavored cheese, huh? Interesting. Hey, is it one layer? Yeah, okay, it is one layer right there. Oop. Out we go. Oh, I need to get out. Whoop. Before I die. I almost didn't make it, guys. Okay, that is dirt. Wait. No, okay, good. I'm not going too far. I was like, am I pushing too far into the wall? Whoop. That's okay, I just respawned right here. Nothing happened. It's like I never left. Okay, good. Taste like ashes mixed with bacon? Cheetos. Okay, that makes a little more sense. I mean, not that bacon cheese wouldn't be impossible, but... ashes and bacon. I'm not a big fan of ash flavor, so I probably wouldn't like those, but if someone else is into that taste profile... Okay, that's all dirt. I'm naturalizing the cave a little bit. So it doesn't look so weird. Because I want it to look natural. That's what it tastes like to you because you have sensitive taste buds. In which case, I probably might not like those because I also have sensitive taste buds. So. Yep. You can taste ingredients. Yeah, I have a little bit of that occasionally, but not like a bunch. I can't necessarily tell like what spices are in something. Now that having a sensitive sense of taste can be a pain. The number of times I'll be eating something and I'll just randomly go, this is kind of spicy. And everyone else is like, it's lettuce. Like, yeah, and the lettuce be spicy. Not my fault the lettuce is spicy. Let's see. Yeah, being able to tell if something was like cooked in plastic must be a pain. I've occasionally had that, but I think it's more in the sensory issue thing. Like, I hate when my fork randomly decides to taste of metal. Taste what's in plastic. Ah, okay. Because you have one of those things that makes you crave things that aren't food. Okay, that makes sense. I just assumed that you wouldn't be eating plastic, but I guess I was wrong. Let's see. can I... Whoa! I did it. And then... I'm gonna have a little dirt spill over this way and this way. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of people who have one of those things where their brain tells them to eat shit that they're not supposed to eat end up having to get surgery. So I'm glad that you were able to find a workaround to help tell your brain not to eat plastic or whatever. That's good. And yeah, that's really sensitive. Mine is just like normal, or it's abnormal sensitive, but it's not like comic book / manga level sensitive. It sounds like yours is the comic book / manga level sensitive. A whoop. Okay. Whoops. Then mud. Smell too. Yeah. Crazy how that kind of thing will happen. It's like the evolutionarily fucked up version of, hey, you need some salt in your diet. Your body's like, hey, you need to eat rocks. But I can't digest rocks. I know, but you should eat them anyway. Thanks, I guess. Cool. There's smells. A lot of your other senses are more sensitive because you're very deaf. That makes sense. Alright, I'd like to get that iron because it would just bother me if it was just left sitting there, you know? Yeah, I figured it was percent. Yeah, autocorrect sometimes likes to be a jerk. How? Nope. I mean, that worked, but... There we go. All right. Now... give these guys some grass. Little piggy! Hmm? Oh, there he is. I'm like, where did he go? Whoops. Hmm? Nice. Hi, Gabby. Welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. We're playing Hytale. I am setting up my farm and my ranching area. I'm trying to make them look like natural cave structures. So currently I am placing the grass. I'm gonna go grab my grass and then I will show you what they look like. How is your day, Gabby? Let's see. I need this bench. And I want this grass. It's probably good for now. It's good so far? That's good. I'm glad to hear it. I am also having a good day. I did some Infinity Nikki quest grinding because I want more of the items. I have like three of the 4 banners I want to pull on, so I'm gonna need to do lots of pulls. No worries. No worries, Magpie. If there was a topic that I thought was going on too long, I would let you know. So this is my farming cave that I have made. I made this, as you can see. I made it look natural. So if you swim up this, you end up in the river. I kind of liked the idea of it sort of looking like the river had like collapsed right here into this cavern. And then over here we have these guys in this cavern. And you can see I've kind of got like the volcanic soil coming down from that thing up there because that was already there. Whoa, why did I go up so fast? And then I have the river coming down this hole into this little pond. let's see what these two things look like next to each other. Thank you so much. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. And I went and harvested all this volcanic stone because I saw that this thing had like ash and sleet and stuff above it. So I really liked the idea of the water coming in to make a little pond for the little guys. No, I think those should probably be just dirt. Yeah, a lot of it developed as I went, because originally I just made a square, but, you know, a square is kind of boring, so. And then I was like, it'd be really nice if I could have a little pond for them, and I was like, wait, I'm pretty near the river, aren't I? And so then when I realized I could just go down, I was like, actually. Okay. Boop. And then you're gonna replace this dirt. Oh, I wonder if I need to replace these with that color. Otherwise it'll look kind of weird. Okay, hold on. You guys stay in there. You don't need much spicy stuff. That's interesting that your tongue isn't sensitive to spicy. Mine is sensitive also to spicy. So like even like mint, ginger, and cinnamon burn my mouth, which is fun. That was probably something in the game because I do not currently have the hiccups that I have noticed. Let's see. That's interesting though that your tongue is super sensitive, but just not to spicy stuff. That looks like it's the right color. Yeah. Craft some of that. All right, here we go. Much excitement. I wish I could move these. I can probably craft some of them in one of the workbenches later, but I have mossy I like all the moss that I made in here, so it's lit. I also did these corners so that they looked nicer because they were just blank blocks, and I was like, I don't like that. Would you guys stop jumping in front of my frickin' pickaxe? Yeah, there we go. That makes more sense. No, I've noticed this thing in the chat that looks like a creature. Yes! So, this is my chat overlay. Actually, I have a better idea than moving this one. Let me, there. Give me a second. Ah! Okay. So let's go over here so you can see it better. I actually made that chat overlay myself. That is a Magna Pinna squid. And at the very bottom is a whale fall, but it's a beluga whale skeleton. So yes. If I put these guys in the box and then put them out of the box, will they stop being hurt? They will. Where's the other pig? There should be 3 of you. Where is the 3rd one? What is this madness? Whoops. So yes, that is my Magna Pinna squid. If you guys want to see, for anyone who was not there while I was actively drawing it, if you would like to see that bigger, I can open up the Photoshop file so that you guys can look at it in detail. Just let me know. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I am a deep sea slime. I ran out of mud. One of my pigs vanished. I might have to get another pig. Yes, normally I do not have the ears. Normally I sit like this, so it works perfectly. But Sluzzy was redeemed like 30 minutes before last stream ended, so I decided to wear it this time. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was very happy with it. I really love Magna Pinna squids. I think they're super neat. So I decided to make my chat overlay a Magna Pinna squid because I thought that would be really cool. So I looked up the videos on the Magna Pinna archive, which is an amazing YouTube channel that is an archive of all known footage of the Magna Pinna squid. And in fact, they often have footage that no one else has ever like uploaded before. They have actually managed to talk to people and get previously unseen footage. So if you're into squids and the ocean, check out the Magna Pinna archive. And I did a beluga whale for the whale fall because I like beluga whales. Links? Alright, give me a second. Magna Pinna archive. Okay. There is the link to the Magna Pinna archive in both the YouTube and the Twitch chat, so that you guys can just click the link instead of trying to copy it or read it off of the screen. I have it in its T-posing form because I think that that's funny. Yeah, one of the pigs has just vanished into the ether, I guess. Alright, little piggy. I mean, I guess I haven't actually tamed him yet, but, like, still. Maybe I should put them back in my box. Wait, get in my box! Get in my box! Okay. Now I'm checking around to see if I missed any regular sand anywhere. Or dirt, I should say. Any regular dirt. No, I have not. I think that looks good. Alright. Well, that looks really good with the volcanic soil, too. Perfect. Amazing. Alright. How do I plant seed? What tool am I missing? You see, Canada, so, I love jellyfishes, too. Jellyfish are great. I was actually thinking about making a jellyfish version of my model as well. I was actually thinking about having the jellyfish be the chat windows. I just haven't gotten around to figuring out how to program chat windows because I have to program that myself. And I can make the art for the thing. But figuring out how to program a chat window based on the art that I created? Not necessarily my forte. I forgot one of my tools, that's why. Okay. And I'm sorry that I'm still beeping, so let me go put a food in my face. Eat this popcorn. I am not a programmer, which is part of the problem. I have, like, the most cursory knowledge of programming that is needed to, like, color text, you know? Like, for, like, BBC boards and stuff. But I found some people that had tutorials on how to program chat bubbles. So at some point, I tried to look at it, and it didn't really make a whole lot of sense. So just at some point, again, I'm probably going to try to, like, fumble through that and see if I can figure it out, because it'd be fun. My spouse is a lot better at programming, so I might also enlist the help of them or one of my friends as well. Like, help! The fuck am I doing? Okay, this is the wrong place. I need to be here. And I need this. Boop. Look at that. Can I No, I can't. Do I have to pick that up and then place one again? That's frustrating. Well, let's see if I put this there, if it'll undo itself once that grows. Seeds. Okay. Quebec shelf. Some books. And now I can do fun things like this to get out. So yeah, this one goes down into a hole to reach there. Wah! I had the hole be a little more open because I wanted there to also be light. And then this one, the only hole is this. thing, so. This zone in Hytale is so pretty. Look at this, look at this river. Like, it's gorgeous. Let's see. You know, I haven't been back to the temple, right, in like a million years. So I should probably go back there and turn my stuff in. Hey, swamp monster. What are you? Come here. Don't mind me while I eat this raw meat. Enfield. Yes, I was playing Enfield last stream and before that. Enfield is, there is referring to Arknight's Enfield, which is a, gacha open world, I'm trying to think of how to, so, it is an open world action combat anime style gacha game. The combat is actually pretty fun. It's a spin-off of Arknights, which is a mobile tactical tower defense anime gacha game. The lore of Arknights is absolutely insane. Like, deepest world building I've ever seen in, like, the most completely unnecessary way. But, like, that's a good thing. That's positive. And then, come on, brain. Supply me with words. It worked! I honestly didn't think I would be able to pick up that frog. Okay. And yeah, so this game is, yeah. As I was a big fan of Arknights, I had been pondering... Oh, never mind. You like the factory stuff? Yeah, the factory stuff is interesting. I played it the last couple of streams because I'd been meaning to, but I had never really gotten around to it. And so when I saw that Arknights was doing a... I love these trees, too. I hope that all of you fall into this hole and die. But yeah, the factory stuff is interesting. I've done a little bit of that. Currently, I'm still pretty much in the beginning of the story, but I've gotten into the open world bit. One sec. I have like an itch in my throat. I'm gonna drink some water. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I've gotten into the part where they need you to like level up to continue the story, which I think I've done enough of. Whack! Eating this raw fish. That was not enough meat to stop the beeping. Let's see. Anything useful in this house? Nope, I've already opened that chest. Alright, let's see. That's a flower. I thought maybe it was a piece of corn. How what? Could you stop running from me? No! Leave me alone! Game is calming itself down. You're reading me. No worries about the TMI, Magpie. Wah! Running from the monsters. What other games do I play? So I play a lot of Infinity Nikki, Palia, I'm trying to think of what else I've played on stream recently. I do a lot of art on stream as well. I've played some... I did Slime Rancher for my debut. Basically, if it's, like, cozy or fun, I've played it on stream. I'm trying to think of... I felt like I've played other stuff on stream before. Like, I'm playing Hytale right now. I played Enfield on stream. Yeah, I tend to lean a lot towards cozy games, but I play a lot of stuff. Like, I play Final Fantasy XIV, but I haven't played it on stream yet. I would really like to get my capture card so I can play, like, Rune Factory 3 and stuff that I have on, like, my Switch. And, like, maybe hook up my old systems and we can play, like, my old PlayStation games and stuff. But I haven't gotten a capture card yet, so. And I don't remember if I updated it since I played Enfield or since Hytale came out, but I do on my About Me section have a little thing that says what games that I frequently play. Yes, this is made of a book. That mace is a book. It is made of several books. I got it from a goblin. I killed a goblin and it dropped this book mace and I was like, I will never use another weapon. Book mace for life. If I just keep backing up, maybe I'll survive. I did it, y'all. I lived. I haven't. Oh, I've also played Vampire Therapist. And I did The Witch in the Woods, Little Witch in the Woods. Trying to think of other things. Right, if you got hit with it, you get a paper cut. And a spike to the chest. So knowledge is the best weapon. Exactly, Magpie, exactly. Catch and release! Frog swap. I actually got a big giant dictionary from my mom when she was getting rid of stuff. Just for, like, the aesthetic. So maybe I'll... It's, like, huge. That just reminds me of that. I was thinking, like, walking up to someone and just whacking them with a giant book. No, I dropped a frog because I had one in my box, so I dropped a frog and then picked up another frog. It just looked silly if you couldn't see what I was doing. This is the Forgotten Temple. I come here to turn in my memories of creatures. And also to trade things. This guy... he can't trade. This guy can trade, but I don't have enough life essence to do that. Hello, goddess. Here are my memories. Nice. What was that thing I just unlocked? So many things. I really want to capture a baby of one of these deer because they grow flowers in their horns. I suppose antlers. I suppose antlers, not horns. Horns are the ones that don't shed or come off, I mean, once a year. I suppose I could always tame a stag and then, like, lead it back to my house. But that could be a little awkward. That's the goddess. That's a blue flame. I found the green one underground. Ah, the ad break is going to start in 1 minute. Yes, basically, I am offering my memory as sacrifice. But it's okay, she doesn't steal it. She just reads my memories and then catalogs them for me. It's not small enough. I would have to manually tame it, I guess. Hang on. Let me show you guys something amazing that I discovered on accident. Whoops. Why can't I milk this moss horn? Hello? Are they all babies? What is going on here? I don't need that those death markers there, lol. This game also has underwater, which is awesome. Like, there's actually, like, coral and stuff like that down there. And this is just the early access with the bare minimum features, by the way. They have specifically said that this is nowhere near as robust as it's actually going to be. This is just playable. And it's like, wow, that's crazy. I fell down the hole, guys. What do I do? Yeah. All right. The ads have occurred. I am going to continue heading back to my house because it's just me running back to my house. Nothing particularly fancy happening there. Run, run, run. Wonder if I can catch a fish in there. Look at these cute little piglets. I love the baby animals. They're so cute. This is the Quebec village. They are very neat. I like them a lot. I will show them to you guys as well while we're waiting for the ads to end. I have shown it before on stream. I just think they're nifty. Laptop ad was nice. The one that's been driving me bonkers lately is TurboTax has this singing ad, and every time it comes on, it gets stuck in my freaking head because it's weirdly catchy, and I'm like, why would you do this to me? So this is the Quebec village. It's doubly annoying because I'm an accountant. Like, I already know all this stuff. You don't need to be telling me. And two, like, fun fact, TurboTax lobbied with our government in order to make sure that tax returns couldn't be done automatically to force people to pay for their software. Not so fun fact is... What is this? Is this mushroom? It's a mushroom! I'm gonna take some of this. What? What? Y'all, apparently that was a load-bearing mushroom. So sometimes things, sometimes things in Hytale are, because gravity exists and certain blocks can't always be placed certain ways, the game is capable of placing them. Yeah, it's early access, and the game can place things in ways they can't normally be placed. So sometimes you will, like, break a lamp and a wall will collapse. Yeah. So. Load-bearing mushroom. Yes, that load-bearing mushroom is definitely going to be a clip, for sure. If someone on Twitch wants to actually clip that, then it will be a lot easier for me to find when I go to make the short on YouTube. Ah! just awkwardly trying to jump around now to grab the mushroom pieces. That's probably enough mushroom blocks for now. Swapping back to my mace so I don't piss off the Quebec. Guess I'm taking this window. The nice thing with the reason I was mentioning it is on Twitch, it'll tell me at what point in the video the clip was, so I can just find it myself. It just tells me the timestamp, so it's a little easier. Load-bearing mushroom. So here we go. Look at this. So cute. Little beds, a little farm, little pepper plant. A little onion. There's the little goddess statue. This guy's also a trader, as you can see. He has many things to trade, like berry bushes and salad. Load-bearing potatoes! What even was that? That was insane. I harvested the potato out of the pot, and the, like, half of the platform collapsed. Alright. Thank you, Gabby. I appreciate it. Thank you all for doing that for me, so that way I don't have to, like, skim through the entire VOD later. What even happened? That was absurd. First we have load-bearing mushroom, and then we have load-bearing potato, apparently. Damn. Let me gather up the remnants of my crime. Yeah, no, those are definitely gonna be, compiled into a single short, for sure. What am I doing? How do I go up? I broke the wall and now I'm broken. There we go, there's the staircase. I'm like, I know there's a staircase. I literally just walked up it. Hey everyone, don't mind me. I accidentally collapsed half of your platform. Because of load-bearing potato. Where is the platform I collapsed? Hello? I mean, it is made of wood. It would burn quite easily. I do steal their stuff a lot. No, seriously, where is the part that I collapsed? Did it, like, fix itself? What is this black magic? Okay. Oop. I'm not gonna survive if I make that jump, so we're gonna go down a little farther. The Quebecs repaired it while I was gone. Whee! Now we're gonna leave before I accidentally destroy anything else. Dang. Back to my house, quick, before they realize it was me. Can I not milk random animals anymore? Do I have to tame them first? Boo. I mean, I guess that makes sense. What? I did not see that guy at all. That surprised me. I don't have any food in my inventory. Ah! Ah, there he is. Okay. Actually, just kill me. It's fine. Give me a hug. Yeah, I am... Since this is very early access, I'm sure that's just a bug with how the support systems and stuff and like which items can be placed where work. Yeah. After this, I will cook some food. All right, we're gonna go back over to the crafting base. I just fell in a hole. What is this? Ah, this is a turkey, a baby turkey. I love all these twisty trees. They're so cool. I'm a little tired, but yeah, I'm okay. Ooh. Honestly, I think some of it is that I'm forgetting to put tone in my voice. Which sometimes when I do that, I just start talking like this and I can get kind of flat if I'm not paying attention. When I start focusing on things, sometimes I accidentally forget to have tone. Whoops. But I am a smidge sleepy. Okay. Flower petals. Rocks. Rope. What time is it for me? It is 22:11, so that would make it 10 p.m. Yes, it is tax season for me. And I have been waking up a little earlier the last couple days because I had some like meetings and stuff I needed to do. So, but I've still been going to sleep late because I'm smart. Where did my other mushroom blocks go? Okay. There's a red mushroom block. I'll just put that in there. Unless I find one in my house. It's 11:11 for you? Yeah, I keep my stuff in 24-hour time because I had one too many instances of setting an alarm for 9 p.m. and my phone randomly swapping it to 9 a.m. or vice versa. And so I wouldn't wake up when I meant to, which was really annoying. Because when you're like, all right, I'm going to set my alarm for 9 a.m. and then you hit save, and right as you hit save, it like shifts. Also playing a lot of MMOs. It's really frustrating when you're trying to be like, okay, let's meet at 9. And they're like, 9 a.m. or 9 p.m.? And you're like, shit, 9 a.m., my bad. And so just being able to be like, 2200. And they're like, oh, okay. Hi, Coral. I'll take my books and stuff out. I'm thinking... It's 8 a.m. for you. It's crazy the different types of time zones everyone can have. Did you just wake up, or are you going to go to sleep soon? Oh, no. That's not good. I don't like that. That's kind of silly. Darn bookshelves not letting me fill them with books. Like, what's up with that? guess, this stuff will all go back in here. Actually, that's blocks, so I might put them in here instead. Perfect. No offense, you go to sleep, but go to sleep early tonight. Doesn't like sleeping. That's why you drink. You don't like sleeping. That's why you drink so much espresso. You woke up 2 hours ago, prepared food, and started watching your stream while eating. Well, thank you for stopping by. I am glad that you picked me to hang out with while you eat your food and wake up. Yes, that is a pile of books. If you break down one of these, books come out of it. Which is really funny, I think. They're just like slowly rotating. Yeah, I don't really like that location. I think I'll put them somewhere else in the house. Yep, piles of books. Maybe I'll go put them by the beds? Yeah, pretty much. Infinite books, exactly. Ooh, that's a good spot. Perfect. Did I accidentally put my hammer in the chest down there? This is the wrong way. I did. Lovely. How do you grow? Cabbage! Is it ready yet? Probably not. Books are just decorations at this point. Whoops. Locked myself out of the house. I put this treasure chest down here too. Not yet. Ah. Bloop. I also made the bath in the house look very relaxing. This is the wrong direction. I put all these flowers in there and changed this part, because with this I can do that. So now I can sit in the bath with my mace. We comfy maxing over here. Bubble, toil and trouble. Getting lost. So while I'm waiting for that to grow, I should go make some food. Do. Did I not get the potatoes after breaking all that stuff? Potatoes? Okay, good, I did. Get fertilizer, it'll double growth speed. Yeah, let me check what I need to make fertilizer. Workbench tier 3. So I need the lettuce that I'm currently making. And some life essence, which I can get by planting crops. Yeah, let's plant some wheat. That sounds good. I need life essence? Yes, use up the life essence. That's good to know. Howa! A venom snack. A venom snack. Sadly, I can't actually eat that. If the game let me, I would. Also, you want that bat in real life. It looks so cool. Gonna go to bed soon. Yeah, if you're getting sleepy and you want to go to bed, you guys can go. You don't need to stay here and hang out with me. I appreciate it when you do, but like, take care of yourselves first. No worries, Magpie. I will chat with you later. Lettuce. Okay, that does not Okay, so I'm gonna break that. Put that back. Oh, it's dry mud now. But I don't want dry... And it turned into dirt! What is this evolution? No, I didn't make a watering can yet. I probably should. I'll go make a watering can. Does the watering can, like, use up a water block, or? Hello, Piggy. What is in this? I have forgotten. What did I scoop? Is it a frog? Yeah, it's a frog. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. In which case, I will make a watering can. Watering can. Whoop. And then I gotta turn this dirt into mud. All right, let's go back. And we're gonna get some water. I'm glad to hear that the watering can does not use up a water block, because that would suck. It's raining. What is that little tiny bird flapping for its life? You can do it, buddy. I believe in you. Watering them will speed it up times double. Nice. Boop. Okay. Watering can. Nice. I love when you water something and it immediately swaps. Okay, how much life essence do I have? That's actually a lot. So let's see. Once these guys grow, that should be enough for me to level up the workbench. And then I can start making the stuff I need to tame. So yeah, this is, as you can see in the daylight, this is my, a bunch of the dirt fell down when, like, the water broke through the cave kind of a thing. And then this one over here is my, this hole in the ground already existed and the river flows down into this. And then there's this, like, volcanic pillar thing. That this was actually everything here and below was actually already here. This stuff I added, but this part was already here, and this is like volcanic slate and stuff, and like ash soil, so I thought it would be cool to have the volcanic rock meet the regular rock instead of the soil meet the rock, so. And then this hole just happened to pop into that area, and I thought that was neat. I might put a door here or something at some point, we'll see. I wish I had just like clear glass. It's like, it's already watered. Stop, it's already watered. Okay, let's go and search for a deer because I want to see what they require to tame. Can't wear two honestly is better than me. Sorry. Thanks, sorry so much. Canadian, you feel like you gotta apologize. Honestly, I get the whoops, I accidentally said sorry too many times thing I also will do that sometimes. You're like, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, wait, fuck. And then you like get stuck in a weird loop. It's raining. It's pouring. I should probably avoid stealing more stuff from the Quebecs or I might break their entire house. Thank you. Yeah, I really love making things that look like a natural part of the landscape, which is why I was really stoked when I found that little house that I stole from that dude, and why I think the Quebec houses are so cool. At some point, hopefully you can catch one of the Starbound streams, because I'm making a giant tree in there that's like a similar, like, it's supposed to look like it's part of the landscape kind of a thing. Though I think caves are always really fun to do. Hawa! There can be only one fox here. And it's me! The slime fox! A turkey! Not for long. Goodbye, turkey. Hawa! That's so funny. Wait, what? Did I really take damage from doing that just now? That's kind of sad. I did forget to cook food. I'm grabbing some meat, and then I will head back, because then I can have some cooked meat. That's why I'm killing all these turkeys and stuff. Alright, here we go. But yeah, I love these areas. Look at these really cool curly trees. And then look at these roots that like curl around the things they're sitting on. Ugh, it's so nice. I love it. And at some point I'll start putting some stations in my house, like a cooking pot or something, but... Yes, I do glow when I speak. It's because my core lights up when I talk. And so that causes all of me to glow. Yes, my model is actually a PNG tuber. Normally it moves a lot more when I'm doing stuff, but games like Hytale, for some reason, like my mouse, it doesn't process the mouse movements properly for some reason. As you can see over here, I am normally much more mobile. But yes, I'm a PNG tuber. I move based on my mouse, and I light up when I talk. I also like wiggle around and stuff in general, so. I also have bouncing when I talk on as well, but yes. I am a little glowing slime. Everything that lives in the bottom of the ocean glows. Obviously, lol. Hold on. Where did I just put that bag of seeds? Ah, there it is. Because I'm going to need one more lettuce bag. And I need some corn for the chickens. Meat. Yee, my glowing core. For me, it was the ADHD no filter to do one of your disorders gets you in trouble, but you can't change. Not unless you're gonna, yeah. I mean, it's always about, like, progress, you know? You just gotta, like, slowly work on that sort of stuff. Whee! Like, I would often get told that I talk way too much, or like, wow, like, my energy level's really high, you know? But it's just something you just gotta, like, figure out. Meat stick. Bucket. This is my frog, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. All right, I ate some food. Now I'm gonna go plant some stuff. Yee, my glowing core. And it lights up the rest of me, too. I have a lot of fun making my model. It's quite enjoyable. I did all my own artwork because I like to draw. I am someone with ADHD. That is exactly why I have the energy of someone with ADHD. But thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy the energy of my ADHD. I actually just started some meds recently to help with my executive dysfunction so I can actually do work, so that'll be nice. Boop, 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 boop. Bop, 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 bop. Boop. All right. Hopefully, that should be enough to level up the workbench. But yeah, the good thing so far is with this med is, my other one, like, was killing my appetite, so, like, I wasn't hungry at all. So the one I'm on right now is, one of the stimulant ones. So the good news is that it helps with, like, low energy issues from, like, my chronic illness and, like, depression from my PMDD. So I'm back more into normal range, which is nice. That's why you like to watch. Well, I'm glad that y'all enjoy my ADHD energy. We're all in the same boat. We should probably go fishing. Oh yeah, that's fun, actually. I should look up that song. If you, do you have a link to it? You want to put it in, like, the media channel in the YouTube? I mean, in the Discord? I can words. Where? Is this where the essences go? It is. Okay. Cool. So we should now have enough I need the lettuce. I forgot about the lettuce. Okay, we just need one more lettuce. And then we're good. And then I can upgrade the workbench and make more seeds. We're all in this together. That's the closest thing I can think of. Birds of a feather flock together and all that. The biggest thing that I had to do when I was streaming that was kind of funny is one of the things I had to teach myself was to, like, not talk constantly, because most people don't want to hear you, like, talking nonstop, and, like, it's just polite to let other people join the conversation. You know, that's just a thing that you do, right? But while streaming, you want to be talking all the time. So I had to get back into the habit of talking all the time while streaming, which I thought was kind of funny. Let's go exploring while we wait for these to grow. Where should we go? It would be cool to get the rest of the troll armor. Is this... No, I think that's skeletons. This is trolls, I think. Meth is in your hands. Double E, he's a singer/rapper. He's no longer with us. Listening to his work, I'll link it for you. That sounds good. And yeah, Gabby, if you want to join us in the Discord, there is a link, !Discord in Twitch. Meth is in your meds. Yes, exactly. Then yeah, you can hang in there with us. We share things about games we're playing, chat about music, just, you know, whatever. We share pictures of food. We share merch. Like, I'm gonna share my cute little fat bunny plushie that I got in the chat later, if I remember. Actually, the really funny thing, so when I went to my therapy appointment, or my psychiatrist, for the first time to actually start getting diagnosed with stuff so I could, like, get some help, you know? Because it got worse as I got older, not better. Yay! I went in And I was like, yeah, so here's some of my problems. And he went, okay, so you have anxiety, so I'm going to prescribe you with this. And then I have to have you take these home and have someone look at these to clarify if some of these things were happening when you were a kid. But yeah, you have ADHD. I'm going to prescribe you with, I haven't technically, not prescribe, I'm going to diagnose you with, I haven't technically diagnosed you with ADHD yet, but you have ADHD. And then when you give me this paperwork, we'll be able to make it formal. And I was like, okay, cool. Which I thought was really funny. Because he's basically just like, I mean, yeah, obviously you have ADHD, kid. Oh, what else would be going on here? Kid, I say, like I'm not, you know, in my almost mid-30s now. A child is anyone who's younger than you, right? That's how that works. I forgot to follow the map marker that I literally placed so that I wouldn't lose track of where I was trying to go. If I can find one of those cool mushroom towers that's in this area, I'll have to show you guys. Hawa! Give me your arrows. Alright, let's go fight the trolls. I think ADHD is some type of superpower, sometimes. Sometimes, when you hyper-focus at the right things, amazing. When you hyper-focus on the wrong things and or executive dysfunction kicks in and you just want to get your work done but you can't bring yourself to do it, not so great. Hawa! Give me your armor! No, he's just giving me linen scraps. You ready? Oof, I took damage from that. Okay, so you can take fall damage from that attack. None of those wolves gave me any meat, okay? I already have the pants. Oh well, I'll just go put them in the chest. Hawa! Can I eat this mushroom? I can't. I'll just put this back. Back you go. Bunny rabbit, give me some of your meat. Whoop. Will this regain me enough health so that... No, it won't. Okay, let's go find a fish. A fish, a fish. Nice. Raw fish. Eat the raw fish. I'm just trying to get... when you have an exam the next day and your brain tells you the best option is to play for 6 hours instead of studying. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Or, in my case, when it's tax season, and I would much rather be making stuff for stream or playing video games, but I have to get people's books clean so they can file their tax returns. And I'm like, dang it. You'll link it tomorrow because you're gonna go to bed. About the bun. You'll remind me about the bun. Thank you. 4 years old. You've known since you were 4 years old that you're not normal. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I've also known for a while that I wasn't normal, but when you are homeschooled / a really little kid, it's a little less obvious. I feel like it becomes really obvious when you show up to a high school gym class wearing a cat bell. That is a true story, by the way. I had one of those, like, cat bell chokers. And one day I wore it to school when we had gym class, and I wore it to gym class, and everyone in gym class wanted to murder me because it would not stop jingling. I thought it was cool. I like the jingly noise. Apparently, I am one of the few people who like the jingly noise. It's like, I was shocked when I learned that people don't like wind chimes. Like, when they're going bonkers, I'm like, but wind chimes are amazing. I love when they're doing that. And people are like, no, that's annoying. I'm like, what? Or like the one time I tried to ask some people, I'm like, hey, does anyone have any good songs that make me feel like I'm having an anxiety attack? And they were like, I'm sorry, what? I think that is a broken texture. Interesting. But yeah, I'm like, I just want a fast-paced song. Like an insanely fast-paced song, you know? Is the what about the songs that make me feel like I'm having an anxiety attack, or about the broken texture? Shall we break that block and see what it is? I can't. What if I break the block underneath it? I can climb inside of it. The songs? So, normally why you use the thing, also the cat bell choker, honestly, love it, help you, right? Yeah, no, I like a lot of noise. So, like, you know when you listen to Nightcore and it's really fast? So for me, my particular brand of ADHD, my brain likes having stuff to chew on. And sometimes I just want, like slow music isn't enough. Like, my brain wants more. So I want to listen to really fast music because my brain's going at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and that's the speed that I want. But sometimes Nightcore isn't fast enough. And so, like, I'll try to find songs that are faster. And so basically the idea is I want a song that, like, makes me feel like my heart is pounding in my chest at high speed, you know? So, like, I want something that, like, triggers that sensation, and Anxiety Attack was the best example that I could come up with, you know? Like, I want a song that is so fast that it will make your body respond like you're having an anxiety attack. I want it to explode in my brain. Sometimes I try to look up high-speed songs as Nightcore songs, but they never end up making them as fast as I want to. I'm like, no. I want you to double speed this song that is already basically Nightcore speed. That's what I want. I want Nightcore of Nightcore. Like, make it even faster. Drink a lot of coffee. Yeah, one of the main issues I have with, like, a lot of things like coffee and too much caffeine, I get so jittery. Like, my whole body starts shaking. I'm like, ooh, this is not great. So I have low caffeine tea, so then I can drink tea and only have a little bit of caffeine instead of, you know, having... So I do have to be careful not to drink too much of my low caffeine tea, though, because even that'll make me jittery if I drink too many cups in a row. But yeah, exactly. I want a song that moves like I drank too many cups of coffee. Sometimes when my brain is going particularly crazy, I'll load up multiple things. Like, a couple times I've had multiple streams up just to have, like, a bunch of sound in the background. I love doing that. It's so cool. I got all that life back only to get punched. I died. Rip me. I also get told I talk really fast too, which is probably the high energy thing. The funniest thing I will do is apparently my brain likes to go faster than the actual conversation is happening. So the sheer number of times I've responded to someone and they're like, hey, you interrupted me, like, that's not cool. And I'm like, wait, I did? Shit, I thought you were done speaking. Like, I swear you said the end of that sentence, and they're like, nope. I'm like, what the heck? Brain, why are you moving in double time? Or I'll be like, but you had a really long pause at the end of your sentence, and they're like, no, that was definitely a I'm pausing to breathe, not an I'm pausing because I'm done talking. And I'm like, what? But how? You really like noise sensitive, so you like battle ASMR like Apocalypse, and it calms you down instantly. You want to join the military and talking to? Yeah, I really like listening to Whale Song. That's one of my favorite ones. Oh, it's because I maxed out my arrows. Our lettuce is probably done. But yeah, I really like Whale Song, and did you guys know that the sound of ice moving and cracking sounds like Whale Song? It's really cool. So, like, I do like slow music. I like pretty much all music, really. I don't, but it's like, sometimes I want music that is so fast, it makes me feel like my brain's going a million miles an hour, and sometimes I want to listen to Enya. You know? Sometimes you want to listen to, like, heavy death metal, and other times you want to listen to, like, classic folk tunes, you know? It's just, that just be how the brain be. Don't let me in. They're not quite ready yet. I was wrong. I put these skulls here by this pot, too. Why? Oh, right, because some of this is peeking through. That's why the cave is glowing red. I was like, why is the cave glowing red? What is going on there? Be free, frog. VC tomorrow in Discord. I'm not sure if I'll be able to VC tomorrow because I have a lot of work I need to be doing, so we'll see. We will see what I am doing tomorrow. So maybe I will be able to get in VC in Discord. Random question. Were you biting the end of a pen when you were younger? I don't know if I would bite the end of a pen. But I do bite my lips and like my nails and stuff. I do like, what I would do is I would put the end of the pen like between my lips and I would just like rub my lips on it. Because I liked the feeling, so I would just like, I'm more of like a touch things person. I would be that person that just sits there like rubbing something repeatedly. I almost jumped right back into that hole. Like, no, I just got out of there. I don't know if this is possible, but can I catch this fish? No, I can't. Okay. Using sandpaper. So yeah, I never ended up like chewing the crap out of it, but I would sometimes like put it in between my lips or like in my teeth, and I would or like, you know, the pens that had that like hook that you were supposed to hook onto your clothes? I would grab that in my finger and I would just ping it, and so it would go clink, 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 clink over and over again. I would do that one. Where you just sit there like flicking the end of it so it makes a noise repeatedly. Alright, we're looking for deer because I want to see if I can scoop a deer. Or at the very least, I want to check what I need to tame them. It's actually why I bought this bunny rabbit, because it's super fuzzy. Maybe this weekend. You forgot it's Friday. That's why the only kid that could... We will see what everyone's schedule looks like. What is that? Is that another goblin camp? It is! Let's beat them, or trolls, I mean. Let's beat them up so they give me their armor. Hey, give me your armor. I'm gonna take it off your cold, dead corpse. Why is your guy taking damage, friend? Ooh! got the mace. Which isn't what I wanted. Yeah, my game's like, friend. Friend! Uh-oh, that guy's also range. Good thing I have like 100 arrows! Why do none of these wolves drop meat? Oh, this is actually a place I haven't been to before. What did I... My bucket. There we go. Okay, let's... Whoops, let's explore. Some more. This is really messing up my vision, lol. Yee! No, wait, hold on. What happened there? Cooked meat! Okay, that will heal me. Perfect. This is the wrong side of the... Never mind. Alright, let's go make some more food. Wait, hold on. Let me check my lettuce. My lettuce! This used to be much better covered because there were 2 plants there, but I harvested the berries and one of them broke. My lettuce! My corn! We'll plant these seeds I just found. Not me accidentally dropping that. Ah, some of them undid themselves. Alright, guys. We should be able to level that up now. He's going crazy in here. I love it. Every once in a blue moon, the guy that originally owned the NPC mob that originally owned that house respawns, and then I leave him alone until he punches me, and then I kill him. Like, we can coexist. As long as you ain't starting shit. Him in the background like, you're the one that broke into my house. I'm like, shh, it's okay. This is my house now. Okay. That's the wrong thing. These 2 things are gonna go in here because we already have one. This is also going to need to go in there, but I'll put that right there. Okay. Upgrade! Bye-bye! Fish bait. Good morning, Gugurakasu. Welcome in, welcome in. It is going to be time for ads soon, probably. I hope that you had a lovely sleep. How you doing? What is happening right now? Ah, I'm mousing over my stuff, lol. Fish bait? It's a little sad there's not like a fishing pole. a chicken coop. Okay, I can grow corn now. I need to grow some carrots in order to upgrade the workbench again. I like that in such a short time during the stream we talked about so many topics. Yeah, that is one thing about my streams. We will talk about so many different things. There will be lots of conversation, because I am a yapper. Let's see. Yeah, whenever the ads start, I'm going to take a moment to eat some ice cream and yap with you guys. Yeah, yapper I am. Correct. Yeah, I'm glad that y'all enjoy hanging out with me, because I have a ton of fun streaming and hanging out with you guys. I honestly love every part of streaming. It's so much fun. Me grabbing 10 carrots, forgetting I filled so much of this space with other stuff. There's one carrot left. The sad carrot. All right. Let's check what my little dudes need to be tamed. What do you want? You want an eggplant, so we're gonna scoop you back up. And you want... What do you want? Carrot! Alright, great. Don't forget to water them. Yes, I think I did water them, but let's check. Because if they are the same color as the rest of the soil, they should be watered. Yes, I believe all these are watered. But just in case, let's just squirt some water all over them. Psst. All right. Trying to escape. I need to water them from time to time? Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I noticed occasionally it looked like it would unwater itself. Today is actually going to be the last of my sponsored air quote Arknights streams, so that pop-up will be gone on Saturday is my next stream. I know what day of the week it is. I don't, that's a lie. Actually, I do. The main reason I know what day of the week it is because I stream now, so I have to remember what day of the week it is if I want to stream on time. Nothing helps you know what day of the week it is like having something scheduled on a certain day. I'm not sure what I'll do next stream. Maybe I'll play Hytale, maybe I'll draw. I think it just kind of depends. I have not decided yet. As always, if anyone has any specific suggestions, feel free to poke me about them in the Discord. Yes, I do sometimes speak so fast the other person could not understand me and thought I spoke at a normal speed. I also have the volume control issues too, where I can't tell how loud I'm being and people have to be like, stop yelling, and I'm like, oh, I thought I was talking normally. My bad. And then I have to awkwardly try to speak slower, but I feel like I'm speaking at like you know that thing that people do when they're infantilizing someone and they speak really slow? I'll try to speak at what is considered normal, and then like a horror game. I get so startled by horror games. I scream so much. I don't usually play actual horror games because of that, but I do have Repo. I could try playing Repo. A peek. What do you want to eat? Pumpkin. Yeah. So far, Repo's the only horror game I've played on stream, and I screamed a lot during that Repo collab, lol. Maybe I'll see if anyone else I know wants to play Repo with me on Saturday. Because I feel like it's funner with other people. You can totally play it by yourself, though. I will be jumping at shadows if I'm playing it by myself, though. I think it'll be even scarier for me if I'm by myself. But I have been wanting to draw because I want to do my new toggle, my new form. Me and Gugu Rikasu were discussing biblically accurate slime. Peek is fun with friends. Yeah, I have Peek too, and I did that as well. That was really fun. I have Peek and Repo now because playing them with other people was really fun. I got to do some collabs with some of my VTuber friends. Pig. Can you tame Fox? No, you can't. Okay. Yeah, I occasionally get suggestions for horror games, but I'm like, I get startled so easily. I don't know if I could play an actual horror game. Like, I have to play games that are horror adjacent, you know? Like Resident Evil 4, which is technically a horror game. And there are definitely some parts that get me. But it's not like... I mean, I have trouble playing BioShock. Because of, like, everything being around the corners and stuff. I literally got startled so bad playing Abzu that I almost knocked my chair over backwards. And for reference, Abzu is a game about swimming in the ocean, and it being pretty. Getting scared on stream is fun, at least for the audience, right? I did have a really funny time. I actually made it one of my shorts when I was playing Repo with Spence and Steve and some of their friends. I got startled by one of the creatures, and I came in yelling, like, what the fuck is that? And they were all just like, what? Rena, you're swearing. And I'm like, yeah, I do that. I swear sometimes. That happens, yes. People are apparently always very surprised when they hear me swear. I once stopped an entire class dead in its tracks. Because we were all talking about something, and like I said something with a swear word in it, and everyone in the entire classroom stopped, turned around, stared at me, and were like, you just swore. And I was like, yeah? I mean, I don't do it at school very often, because like right place, right time kind of stuff, but like, yes, that happens. I do that sometimes. I actually got this bow from a ice barbarian stronghold. Ah! Memory. Trock guard. Trork guard? Oh, but why'd that have to have so many R's in it? Oh, right, I can eat berries. Do ADHD people or what? What do you mean, Gabby? What is with that? I mean, I'm a little confused. I like the music at the Trork camps. I fell for one of these, by the way, at one point. I was like, oh, a carrot! And then I fell in the hole! You had a racist friend and they said it was the ADHD? That was bullshit. They were lying to you. While some ADHD people can say things before they think about it, the ADHD did not make them racist. They were already racist and using ADHD as an excuse to say those things out loud. I was wondering if it was something like that. I just wanted the context first to make sure I was understanding you correctly. But yeah, no, There are a lot of people who use their mental health conditions or even their physical conditions as an excuse to be shitty people. And it sounds like, unfortunately, that person was one of them. The only people who have an excuse for saying messed up shit randomly, uncontrollably, are people with Tourette's who have the Tourette's that make you say fucked up shit. Because they literally can't control that. They are the only people who have a, oh yeah, that was caused by my mental health condition. But that doesn't, like, they obviously also know it's not okay. And they try not to do that in inappropriate situations, you know? So, like, even if your mental health condition is causing you to do something, like bipolar people's manic episodes do cause them to do absolutely insane shit and destroy a lot of their relationships. But that doesn't mean other people have to be okay with that, you know? I found my way back. I forgot to eat my ice cream during the ads. I got distracted yapping. Okay, let's find a nice place to just, like, hang out and, like, stare. That reminds me. I want to steal one of these. But look at how cute this village is. Here, let me climb up here. Look at this. This is adorable. Alas, the curse of the yapper. Exactly. So we're gonna sit here for a bit while I eat some ice cream and yap. Yum. Because I don't want it to melt. But yeah, no, this village is super adorable. I'm pondering stealing one of those rabbit hutches. Yeah, if anyone else has any questions, thoughts, or things you want to chat about, now is a great time. The music is really nice too. And the Quebecs are super cute. Fun fact, if you pull out an axe around them, apparently they get upset. So, I know this is totally absurd, but for a split second I was like, man, I kind of want to grab those carrots. Oh no, but what if I grab those carrots and it destabilizes what? The ground? What's it gonna destabilize? Lol. I just realized you guys can't see the rabbits very well because it's behind the chat window. Well, they are root vegetables, so it is a valid fear. You're always so funny, Gurakasu. I think the only time I ever managed a perfect comment like that, like on par with the ones that you do all the time, is back in ye olden days when I was playing WoW. I was on my female Night Elf Rogue when I was in Stormwind, whatever the name of the main city is. I was waiting for that kid to sell that cat. Because, like, he only shows up and sells the like, white cat pet at, like, a certain time, right? So I'm sitting in town waiting for the kid to spawn. Reading Alliance chat. Yeah, Billy, exactly. I was waiting for Billy. Because I wanted the white cat. So as I'm reading chat, people are talking, and someone says, "That's because I'm a glass half full kind of gnome." And without missing a beat, I immediately sent back my first message into Alliance chat the entire time, because I was just lurking. "That's because if the glass was any fuller, you'd drown in it." And the entire chat went frickin' wild. Everyone in Alliance, they were cracking up, laughing. Even the gnome that I said that to was like, "Okay, that was actually really good. You're right. Yeah, no, that was a good one." My fast typing skills came in handy. Yeah, it's been a million years since I played WoW. Like, I was playing WoW last before they split off a classic server. That was when I was last playing WoW. I actually played during Cataclysm too, so one of my characters actually has the Cataclysm achievements. Assuming they didn't delete all my characters. Yeah, no, it's been a million years. I was playing other games, like... Actually, I think what got me out of WoW was Rift. Which I could not recommend now, sadly, because it went free-to-play and got shitty. Not because it went free-to-play. Their preparations for the game to be free-to-play made the game suck. So, Rift... when it first came out, was a subscription-based game. It was a story-based MMO. And its tagline was, "You're not in Azeroth anymore." And they actually delivered on that initially. It was really cool. So the premise of the game was two warring factions trying to stop the destabilization of the world while also fighting over their enslaving gods, who they are either on the side of or running away from. So, it's called Rift because rifts to other elemental dimensions keep opening up in various areas, which in and of themselves have their own deities, which are dragons. And so the idea was that you're running around doing stuff. But the really cool thing was that whenever you would do a quest or complete a quest line, the NPCs would actually reference that stuff. Like when you finished the quest of an area, they would like let's say you killed the giant in the second zone at the end of the storyline. All the NPCs would greet you and be like, "Hey, Giant Slayer, what's up, bro? Thanks for taking care of our problem," and stuff like that. It was really cool. And because it was story-based, you would go through the story in each area as you were leveling up. Remember when they said you think you want nostalgia servers, but you really don't, and then there was a giant resurgence? Yeah, no, that was so funny. When they were like, "You guys don't actually want to play pre-Cataclysm," and people were like, "No, we really do." And they're like, "Fine, we're gonna make it, but no one's gonna play it, and we're gonna have to shut it down." And then it exploded, and they were like, "Oh, whoops." That reminds me of when Yoshi P from 14 was like, "You guys don't want bunny boys. What, do you want this?" And showed a picture of a guy with a rabbit head, and everyone was like, "Yes, actually, we do." And then he was like, "Oh," and then they didn't give that to us. I was talking about this, I think, last stream. I literally showed pictures of it because I was so frustrated, but I will never not be mad at the absolute glow down the Aura got in 14. The original concept art was so cool. Picture, like, giant Amazonian women with, like, full face coverings made of scales and, like, dragon feet and like men who have faces that look like dragon skulls and shit. And like everyone's got hella claws and they're all just covered in scales and have like giant like horns and stuff. Man, it was so cool. But yeah, the number, Yoshi P also kept being like, you guys don't want female armor on male characters. It's gonna look dumb. And then people like started photoshopping the female armor onto male characters and it was like, it looks amazing. What do you mean? And eventually he relented and started adding it into the game because people kept asking for it. Rift also had a really cool background where your skills were actually the memories of a soul. So you would go out into the world, find the soul, fight them, and then they would gift you their memories. Also, any class could be any role. Like, rogues could be tanks and, you know, healers and stuff like that. It was really cool. I was so mad Blizz effed Draktyr up. Yeah, I don't know if I was playing at that point, so... But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. They've messed up a lot of stuff. But, at a certain point, Rift started doing weird stuff, like removing half of the quests in the opening of the story. Or getting rid of all of the class quests so you no longer went out to find the legendary hero whose knowledge you were going to attain to get a new class. You gotta go drive, Gabby. Okay, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a good drive. Whatever it is you're going to go do, I hope that you have a good day. If it's work, I hope work is not too crazy. Unless you want it to be crazy, I suppose. So yeah, I hope you have a lovely, relaxing day. And I will see you next time. Thank you for the follow 3 days ago, by the way. I really am glad that you actually wanted to come hang out with me. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed chatting. But yeah, where was I? I got lost. I forgot what I was saying. Help. I was talking about Rift. They started removing a bunch of the story and taking out all the stuff that actually made it different from WoW. And then they started making these weird changes where instead of the story opening up as you progressed, like you would have to complete one part of the story to move on to the next one, you could just wander into the endgame areas with like no plot and they wouldn't explain anything. They also, the second expansion area, they split in half. So you would level up through the story in one area, and then if you wanted to go do the other half of the story, you wouldn't be the right level. So they basically made it so there was no reason to go do the other half of the story, and they just started moving really far away from like what made the game actually good. And then they went free to play, and everything just became like microtransaction hell, basically. Where they just started coming up with like every possible thing for you to spend money on. And, like, basically all the game ever does now is just release events and, like, random pets and stuff. And I'm just like, rip Rift. You were amazing, and then Tryon destroyed you. And then, after that, I ended up moving into 14. Which I started playing, a little bit, it was before Heaven's Word dropped. And it was before Rogue. Because the reason I'm playing Bard in 14 is because they did not have Rogue when I started. Otherwise, I would have started as a Rogue. A Venom Sac. Yeah, when they bring in shareholders, yeah, exactly. And now I remember we were really disappointed when we were hearing about the stuff they were removing, because we were like, this is literally what makes the game interesting, though. What the heck? Why would you remove this stuff? Like, this is what made the game not WoW. And honestly, I wonder if that was part of the problem. Because, like, I feel like Rift was doing well. I don't know if they just, like, weren't advertising it, or, like, they wanted more money out of it, or, like, what? But, yeah. Who knows? So yeah, despite having an amazing lore and really interesting characters and a great story, Rift imploded and got shitty. So I stopped playing. I stuck around for quite a long time. I really tried. But what ended up knocking me out of it after that... So the first expansion was great. But during the first expansion, they started doing weird stuff like removing a lot of the cool world building details and like early quests and stuff that were lore related. And then the second expansion left a sour taste in my mouth because I didn't like the fact that the story, like, it was almost hard to do half of the story because you'd have to go through a bunch of low-level areas. And I'm like, why would you set it up this way? It's like you intentionally don't want us to do all the story. Like, this is a story game. And then the third expansion, they released it, and right next to the starting city, there is a random portal with no explanation, and if you walk through it, it takes you to the third area. Also, the third expansion invalidates a pre-order item from one of the earlier expansions, which is a little bit, you know, weird. So yeah, and then I was just like, oh, so there isn't even a story. You're just gonna dump me in the new zone. Okay, I guess I'm done with this game now. Now I play 14. I am very behind in the story of 14 right now. I am still in Shadowbringers. But that is because I play my games slowly, unless I'm playing with other people, and thus I need to get through the story. But I'm still slower than most people because, especially in games like 14 and stuff, I really like to talk to all the NPCs. So I'll read all the quest dialogue, and then I'll go talk to all the quest NPCs, and any NPCs that are relevant and might be changing due to the quests, you know, to see what their comments are. Because they make different comments. One really funny time is when I was playing back when I was in a guild, and we were all doing the quests together. And frequently people would be like, Rena, why are you taking so long? And I'm like, because I'm reading the quest dialogue. They're like, no, I'm reading the quest dialogue too. Like, what is taking you so long? I was actually, that one was my spouse. They're like, I'm also reading the quest dialogue. What are you talking about? And I'm like, no. All the NPCs have unique dialogue for every step of the quest. And they were like, oh. However, one of the quests we were doing, everyone was like, where are we supposed to go? The quest log doesn't say. The quest dialogue doesn't say. What are we doing? And I'm like, the quest dialogue said. I'm like, the NPC said. And they're like, no, she didn't. I literally read her thing. And I'm like, no, you have to go talk to her after you pick up the quest. And she will make a comment telling you where she wants you to go. And they were like, oh. I'm like, yeah. So that was funny. But yeah, 14 has done some weird stuff, but so far they haven't gotten to the point where I had to, just to say no. Though I will admit, the fact that they killed two of my favorite characters in a row was kind of awkward. So, Yida and Papalimo were my favorite scions of the 7th Dawn. Because I started in Gridania, and also I just loved them. Papalimo is awesome, Yida is silly. And then I met Harshfont when we went up to Coerthas. And I was like, wow, Harshfont is hilarious. So when we got Heaven's Ward, and I was like, oh, wow, Harshfont is in a lot of quests. I'm really digging how much stuff he's doing. Does that mean we're going to get a lot more Harshfont in the story? And then he promptly died. So the next expansion happened, and Yida and Papalimo came back, and they'd been gone for an expansion and a half. And I was like, oh, finally, Yida and Papalimo are back. I've been waiting for them because they're my favorite of the Scions. And we've been having a lot of Thancred and Y'shtola. I can't wait to have more info about them. And then the expansion started, and they both promptly died. More accurately, Papalimo died, and then Yida revealed that she wasn't actually Yida. She was an entirely different person, and her personality changed entirely, so, she might as well have died. And I was like, I swear to God, if next expansion they kill Alphino, I'm done with Final Fantasy. So far, they have not killed any other of my favorite characters. I actually don't think they've killed any character. I haven't finished Shadowbringers yet, so I can't say for sure, but... So yeah, so far Alphino lives, so I am still playing 14. But I was a little concerned there, for a bit. I'm like, I don't think they'd kill Alphino, but, you know. Yeah, suddenly becoming very relevant equals death flag, apparently. Actually, Nikke pulled one of those on me, too, where they killed my favorite character. At first. It would be, I can't really fully explain that story without Nikke plot spoilers, but... So I started up Nikke, Goddess of Victory, because my spouse and one of my friends was playing it, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm really gonna like this game, because some of these, like, cute girl games are, like, that's it. Like, they suck. They're just cute girl. So I was like, let's see. And then I started playing it. I'm like, oh, actually, this seems really interesting. I really love this Marion character. I hope she's one of the people we get to be. And then she proceeded to die agonizingly in a way that is just absolutely heartbreaking. And I was like, how could you do this to me, game? Okay, anyone who does not want a Nikke spoiler for later plot points should mute the stream for, like, 5-10 seconds. Alright, so go ahead and mute the stream now and count to 10. But then she ends up coming back because she wasn't actually dead. She does have a couple instances of, like, losing her memory and stuff, but she still clearly remembers you, so I was like, okay, good! My girl returned! It took me forever to pull on her, but they eventually did a Modernia, which is her, the name that she takes when she's a villain, because she gets twisted to evil for a bit. And if you're unpausing because you're like, is the spoilers over? Yeah, the spoilers are over. So yeah, I was finally able to pull that, so that was good. Though, it's interesting seeing the difference that a lot of, like, gacha or team-based games will have, where some games only want to have characters you canonically, like, are in your party, like, they're alive and in your party. Like, Arknights and, Nikke, Goddess of Victory only have squad members that are canonically in your party and not dead. Epic 7 does not give a shit. Epic 7 will give you characters that died in the intro of the game. Like, that game is another one of those ones that I started because... So... I don't remember exactly what it was, but I saw some ads for it that looked interesting. I think there was a free run crossover. That's what it was. Epic 7 was showing me ads on my my webtoon reading apps, and they were like, hey, there's a free run crossover. And I was like, you know, I've seen a bunch of ads for this game, and it does look pretty. So why not do the free run crossover? Like, let's see. The game is so good, actually. The plot is really good. It's very sad, though. It gets better, but the intro to the story is just ouch. But yeah, that one, like, that's got some, it's just so interesting, though. The base lore building is good, and they've been adding some more in there. Anyone, I'm gonna give, like, I'm not gonna spoiler it, but there's some, like, time space shenaniganry involved in the plot, which is really interesting. And they will basically let you have any unit. And you never know if... Whoa. Fuck off. Hey! Yeah, you never know if, and you never know which characters are going to be added as units, because there are characters that were from the intro of the game that didn't get added as units until, like, 8 years later. So, like, literally any character could be a unit eventually, even side characters. They also do a bunch of different variations of the same characters because of, you know, the time-space shenaniganry, so... Very interesting. I'm in the underground. By the way, in some places in the icy biome, in here, there will be, like, giant rib cages and stuff. One time a skeleton popped out of one of these. Where's one of the rib cages? I want to show you guys because they're cool. Who doesn't love a rib cage encased in ice? And yes, I am 100% going to get lost in here, but it's okay because I don't drop items on death. Oh, there's one. See? Oh, that one's even got a head. Look, it's got tusks. Oh, that's so cool. Look at that. That's amazing. Beautiful. It's got a little tail. These are its ribs. That's its little feet. Looks like it's got little tusks and a little nose. And if I break that, that's actually bone, which is amazing. This is great. Beautiful. I like me some giant skeletons. I'm that person where people are like, wait, you, like, I'm like, why don't we have the giant monster? And they're like, you wouldn't want to deal with the giant monster? And I'm like, yeah. I will die to the giant monster 8 times if it means the giant monster is in the game. That was a goblin noise. Where are you, goblin? I heard you act surprised. Ow. What is sparkling up there? What is slapping me in the butt? Oh, a rat. Get over here, rat. Right? Some people really like giant monsters, if you know what I mean. Yes. This is accurate about me. I mean, I also like them aesthetically. Oh, wait, hold on. I think there was something sparkly over here. Lol. Let's go exploring. Totally not a judging look, lol. Look at this fish. Look at how cool this fish looks. By the way, its mouth is on its head, not on the front of its face. So like this part on the bottom isn't the mouth. The mouth is that part on the top, right there. That's the mouth. Isn't that crazy? What? Like that. Sometimes naked skeletons pop out of those coffins. This is some sort of temple, I guess. Or catacomb would actually make more sense there. Nice. Loot. Hawa! Glowing moss. I feel like I hear someone drawing a bow. Eventually, if we keep going down, we'll hit hell. Assuming it's not a dead end. Did I just go in a circle? What happened? Yeah, every time I see a giant skeleton in a game, I just stare at it for a little bit. What? Oh, here it is. Here's hell. I'm gonna die. Oh, water. I survived. Oh, this fucking frog. Rip me. Eat a little bit more of my ice cream. At this point, it's when I drink my ice cream, lol. So, fun fact. You can claim any bed. So when I took this house, I just claimed this bed as my spawn point. So, like, you could just, like, live with the Quebecs, too. Whee! Yeah, it's unfortunate that some games don't, like, Slime Rancher is the same way. Slime Rancher, I think Starbound, and Hytale all, for some reason, like, when I move the mouse in the game versus out of the game, like, it doesn't detect the mouse moving, like, it locks my cursor to the center of the screen. Which is interesting. Okay. Raw beef. Charcoal. Moss. Meat. All right. Maybe I'll take you guys out to the ocean before the end of stream, since stream will be ending in about 20 minutes. So, I guess if you have anything else you want to chat with me about that I'm going to respond to verbally, because you can always go to the Discord if you want to chat with me in text. That guy's still following me. Alright, if you want to fight that badly. So yeah, we got about 20 minutes, so let's head out to the ocean. Shells. Oh, that's funny, they're in like a little line. I can't wait till we get more stuff in the water. Though I know that inevitably if there's something that attacks me in the water, we're gonna have a lot of screaming on my part, lol. They're sleeping. Also, the biomes in this are really cool. They're all, like, really pretty. Just a random void guy. Well, also, this game's gonna have a story. Story mode is not currently available because I haven't implemented it yet, but there's going to be a, like, survival, which is just, like, play the game. Creative mode, which is, you know, you have all the blocks, do what you want. And then story mode, which they're gonna release once they, like, finish out the story, you know? And that's gonna be, like, survival, but with story mode. It's gonna have an actual plot. Also, the biome crossovers where, like, the stuff, like, fades into each other color-wise is really cool. Okay, this is just full of skeletons. I'm gonna go here, I say, and then proceed to not go there. Sadly, you have to downgrade your PC for a while. Oh, that sucks. Like, what happened? Do you have to sell some of the parts, or...? It's a very empty fort. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry you gotta downgrade your PC. That's no fun. I know there's a lot of people who are stuck with PCs not at the level they want them to for a variety of reasons, but especially with all the raising computer parts prices at the moment because of all the AI bullshit. Or the Gen AI bullshit, I should say. Alright, here we go. I did make it to the ocean. I want to share with you the beauty of the ocean. You did get yourself 64 gigs of RAM before the price hikes, but apparently... Oh, your board doesn't work with that, so you gotta get your 32 back in there. That sucks. Compatibility wasn't right. That sort of thing's always a pain. Yeah, my spouse is the computer one. I know about computers, but I'm not like the expert. Even though the website said it would, that's even worse. What the fuck? Were you able to like talk to them about potentially like swapping it with one that does work? Ooh, ooh, what's this? Underwater cave? Gotta make myself a little breathy hole. Underwater chasm. This is great. Yeah, I can't remember the name. There's like a... I know there's some specific websites that have the whole, like, these are the things that work well together because the company websites aren't always to be trusted, unfortunately. Chasm. She's gonna get a better board later because the one you got is 8 years old to this point. Yeah, that makes sense. Boo! I didn't want stone rubble, I wanted moss. Into this hole. Yeah, at that point, I think that makes sense. Just upgrade it later. Got one back then to be future-proof, hopefully. Yeah. Sometimes future-proof is actually future-proof, and sometimes it's not. But now the future has caught up with me! Exactly. Oh, wait, I didn't fill my breath all the way. The future is here! It's me, Rena the Slime. Hello. The future is cute slimes! I'm gonna die. Do you guys see how little life I have right now? How did I survive? We're gonna wait for my health to regen a little bit. Yum. Eating my ice cream. Look at this. This is coral. Okay. Okay. Coral. A pit. I sure hope you said ice cream and not what I heard. Yes, I did say ice cream. I have no idea what you heard. To swim in the ocean. To ice cream. Lol. Why are you playing creepy music like I'm about to get jumped? I love swimming in the ocean. I'm too far from the surface. I'm gonna drown. Goodbye, sweet ocean. Back home. Let's go check on my crops. Carrot. Lettuce. Nice. Okay. Which one is this? No, that's the right one. Hello. Eat carrot. Eat carrot. Whoops. Eat carrot. It loves me. Hello, little one. I'm over here like, am I doing this right? Eat a carrot. Cool. Okay, he'll follow me if I have a carrot, but he won't if I don't. He's so cute. Okay. This is your home. Goodbye. Okay, now I need to go figure out how to get some eggplants. Eggplant, eggplant. But yeah, I think the mishearing there is probably because of my accent. I generally don't use it, but some words come across a little weird, like if I'm holding out ice cream, I go ah instead of, you know, ice cream. So it sounds a little weird. Do, 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 do. Dropping stuff in the chests. Overflow. Ah, whoop. Lettuce. Greater essence of life. Upgrade! Ugh! Alright. Harvest multiple crops. Copper hoe. That is better than my shoddy hoe. Chickens captured in a capture crate can be housed here. Fun. So that's... Okay. So we are gonna go plant these plants. And then I will look for someone to raid. That way we can get into it before the ads happen. Isn't this place crazy looking? The swamp is crazy when it gets all like foggy and rainy and stuff. And once again, this is just what they consider the basic requirements to be playable. Though taming is something added afterwards. That is something that they added in a patch. Which is why I wanted to play some more Hytale and go check it out. Alright. We planting seeds. Whoop. Goes back over there. Water the dirt. Water the dirt. All right. The dirt has been watered. And now I shall go and look for someone to raid. Let's see. Who is online? Looks like Seagoat is online, but I'm checking who else. Let's go over to Seagoat. Check them out to celebrate the raid that we got thanks to Seagoat having me do the voice in their game. They are currently working on the reboot of the game from that game jam. It is very interesting. I will take us over there. They actually managed to code gravity, so you're going to be able to do like slingshot shots and stuff. I'm very excited. So we're going to start that raid. I will make the raid messages. Animals. Alright, there's the raid message. If you are subscribed. And this is the raid message if you are not subscribed. Slingshot shots. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Gugurakasu. Slingshot shots. Alright, so before that raid goes, I just want to remind all of you that you are loved and you deserve love. So take care of yourself. Eat food, take a shower, take your meds, do some work, take a nap, do whatever it is that you need to do, and I hope you have a lovely rest of the day. If you are going to sleep, I hope that you wake up refreshed and ready for that lovely day. Thank you. Alright, I will see you all on the other side.